Hey,
man.
can't compliment my lady here. Come on now.
Dog, you clowning me, dog. Oh, hello, it's Thursday. You're watching Thursday. The show where it's Thursday and we get We drink very responsibly. Huh. Don't we? I was in Bevmo the other day and I saw this bottle of Smirnoff red, white, and berry, which reminded me of one of those rocket pops that we had when we were kids. I don't even know if it was called rocket pops. Firecracker? The popsicles. You know what I'm talking about? Those popsicles that were pure corn syrup. I think back then they thought it was more healthy than regular sugar because it was made from corn. A vegetable. Anyway, saw this in Bevmo and then I became obsessed with wanting to recreate a drink that looks and tastes like one of those rocket pops slash firecracker pops, depending on what hood you were from. I think I finally came up with a recipe that mimics it pretty well and looks similar. I will admit that layering drinks is not my forte, but I did the best I could, and all you can do is all you can do, but all you can do is enough. Also got inspired because 4th of July is coming up. Red, white, and blue. Hey, America. Or France. Whatever floats your boat. Let's make this drink. To make this drink, you will need a Smirnoff red, white, and berry, Blue Curacao, lemonade. I like simply lemonade. Some lemon lime soda. We have Sprite Zero on hand. I don't really like diet sodas, but this is what we have, so this is what we're gonna use. You can also use just regular soda water or something that has bubbles in it. And grenadine. You will also need a sink full of dirty dishes. It really just helps with the whole vibe. First thing we're gonna do is take a shaker and fill it with ice. You guessed it, or you didn't. In which case, you know, keep up. Then we're gonna put about maybe 2 ounces of Smirnoff red, white, and berry. Maybe more or less, depending on how you want your night to go. I'm gonna start with 2. We're gonna put about 2 ounces of Simply Lemonade, or whatever lemonade you chose. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you follow my Instagram, I'm a chic wife now. No more girlfriend or fiance outfits for me. It's chic wife from now on. Part of being a chic wife is knowing how to make a drink, so take your lemonade, pour it in there, about 2 ounces, and then we're gonna shake this till it's nice and chill. This top is very bright. Feels like I'm on an island. All I want is for it to look like I'm vacationing in Costa Rica all of the time. Ooh, what a wonderful vacation! Am I tricking you? Now we're gonna strain that into our glass. Next, we're gonna make the red part of our drink. How? You have a weird voice. But with grenadine, we're gonna take our spoon, we're gonna put it to the edge of our glass, and we're gonna drip this grenadine down the side. It's gonna go right to the bottom. Next, we're gonna make the blue part of our drink. How do you do that? Again, get your voice checked. We're gonna take Blue Curacao and some lemon lime soda. Mix them up into like a measuring cup if you can, so something with a spout, because that's gonna be easier for you to layer with. Like 0.5 ounces, and then 0.5 ounces. Then we're gonna take our spoon again, and we're gonna layer it on the side here. Okay, so like I said, layering, not my forte, but we got some red, we got some blue, and the white is there. It's like a cloud that's very thin in the sky. It's there. Red, white, and blue. Voila, just like the popsicles that we had during our youth. For those of us who are old enough to have had a youth, we had those. Does it taste like it? I don't know, we're about to find out. I think it does. I might have tasted this before. Let's just call this a Rocket Fizz Pop. Bam! Happy 4th of July to you, or France of July. Cheers! Let me give you a straw.
Thank you.
I suggest mixing it first.
Why? But it looks so tight.
I know it does, but the flavors. You don't want to get a mouthful of grenadine.
Damn, so like if we're at a 4th of July thing and you hand it to me, it's like, hey, ruin the fun now. Damn.
Or it's like, hey, our country is a melting pot, and when we come together, we're purple.
Damn, that was a little preachy, but alright.
Thanks. How's that?
Oh shit, that's actually freaking really good.
Yeah? Does it taste like a rocket pop?
Yeah, actually it really does.
Yeah?
Actually, it tastes exactly like a rocket pop.
Yes.
And I would know because we have them recently.
Yes, we have. Maybe. I don't know, who brought those in? I don't know who that is.
Oh, yeah, someone before our wedding who was like, she's basically in my ear all the time being like, oh, don't eat that. No, 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 wedding's really soon, wedding's really soon. And then she just smuggles in some rocket pops, dude, so whatever. That's fine. You can blame anything on that time of the month and then you chill.
Popsicles, I feel like, are better than chocolate because it doesn't have as much fat. It doesn't have any fat, so.
But it has sugar in it, which turns into fat through your body.
Yeah, I don't know about.
What do you think of that?
I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, you don't know
I don't know
about
about the
that?
science.
Well, guess
I don't
what?
know.
The science on that's pretty clear. So why don't you Google it? Yeah, no, Rocket Pops are really good. I love a good Rocket Pop. I always have. I probably always will. I also love the Push Pops. So we should make a Push Pop drink because those are good.
Maybe I will.
You know what I'm talking about? The push one?
Yes,
with
I know.
The soft?
Yes, the one that pushes
Well,
out.
they might not know.
Push Pop. Wasn't that also the name of the candy that did that?
Yeah, no, there was a Push Pop as well, candy. Yes, but it's a completely different idea, completely different.
Like, why didn't they like? come
But
up
it's
with
similar name, yeah.
The same company?
Well, I think they just had the same idea.
I think Flintstones owned the first one.
You think the Flintstones?
Flintstones. Yeah, because there's always Flintstones.
Right.
So
it must have been
they
the Flintstones
invented
owned it, right.
that push pop. The Flintstones invented the push pop.
And then the Jetsons obviously invented the other popsicle.
DC. No, the Jetsons were never on anything.
Well, you didn't grow up on the East Coast. It's sort of like In-N-Out versus Carl's Jr. or whatever that is.
Huh?
Hardee's. Hardee's versus Carl's Jr.
Carl Jr.
Same kind of jam, yeah.
Yeah, and it had nothing to do with that.
Just, two different coasts, same idea.
So you had Jetsons push pops?
We had Jetsons Push Pops, yeah.
I think you're lying.
It's funny because I think that it's sad that you can't believe your husband. I think that's really sad. George Jetson Raspberry was my favorite flavor.
Alright, I'll have to get one of those.
Don't eat the Elroy lime though. That was weird. That was a weird one. Didn't taste like lime. I guess it tasted like future lime, but how are you supposed to know that? You don't know.
Alright, cool. Well, I'll try to make a Jetsons push pop.
That'd be great. It'd really be nostalgic for me personally, honestly. You don't have to go down the nostalgia road. In fact, I insist that you don't. You really don't have to do it.
Okay, I won't.
It'd just be, not a lot of people would know. Not a lot of people are from the East Coast, so.
Yeah, there's only half the country is from there. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the Rocket Pop fizz drink.
I did.
It's not really fizzy. Maybe I should take that part out.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
Rocket Pop drink.
I think
It's
so.
a Rocket Popsicle drink.
Good job on the layering. Honestly.
Yeah, right.
No, really.
Really?
Yeah, I was impressed. I mean, I had to stir it, didn't I?
Oh, shucks. I'm really
Hey,
bad
remember
at
the first
layering.
time that she did layering and we didn't have to stir nothing?
What?
We didn't have to stir it at all because it was already pre-shook it up.
Oh.
Or whatever. That's not an insult.
Oh,
I mean, you
you're
come a long
clowning
way.
me.
You come a long way. You come a long way.
Man,
Can't compliment my lady
clowning
here.
me.
Come on, man.
I try to make you a drink.
No, you do make me
I
drink.
try to be a chic wife for
You're
you.
a chic wife.
I'm a chic ass wife for you.
You're so
look,
chic.
Look at this.
I like it.
wore red. I've got a tassel on my necklace. Come on.
I really like it.
All I need is a hammock, and I am chic as fuck. You could take an Instagram right now.
Oh, this reminds me of an episode of the Jetsons that I read about on the back of the popsicle. On the back of the popsicle box because I didn't watch the
What's the
Jetsons. I
wife's
just remembered
name?
that I didn't watch it very much.
What's the wife's name?
I gotta, hold on. Somebody's asking me a question over here. What is it?
What's Mrs. Jetson's name?
What's going on here? Yeah, coming right there, bud. You bet.
Jane. Jane.
Damn, I forgot that one.
Jane's her name. Subscribe so you don't miss any of this. Go make that drink. Have yourself a good summer, a good nostalgic ass summer. And I will see you next time. Bye.